when my mother used to cry over him all the time.
Who?
My mother, because
Cry over who?
Pedro.
Who's Pedro?
That's what my brother.
Oh, yeah, Pedro.
That when he was born, he was like crippled or something. I don't know exactly what was wrong, but she used to cry about it and pray about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I said to her one day, I said, "Ma," I used to call her mother, not mom. Mother, I said, if maybe I pray over him, maybe the Lord will heal him. So she said, "Do you want to try?" I said, "Yeah, I want to try." But because everybody used to tell me I was healing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they was kidding with me, but I took it to heart.
Mm-hmm.
So this day, he was sitting down in the middle of the floor after his nap. And I said, maybe, I asked Grandma Jane, I said, maybe I could pray over Pedro, and maybe Pedro could because I say he's lonely all the time, nobody to play with, because he can't go anywhere. And she said, well, you want to try? Go ahead and try. The Lord hears everybody, that's what she said to me. If you deserve it, you get it. So I got Pedro, and I got him from out the living room, the dining room, because he had just gotten up. And I put him on the chair, and I put my hand on his head, and I said, Pedro, I'm going to pray to the Lord for you to walk and be healthy. He says, you really going to do that? He used to call me Innie. You really want to do that, Innie? I said, yeah. He says, okay, I'm going to sit real still. And he sat in the chair, and I put my hand in his head, and I prayed to the Lord. And he got up and walked. Well, just like a miracle.
Wow.
When Grandma come, she said he did it. She couldn't believe it. And he never was sick again. Because he used to be always sick. Pedro was always sick from when he was born. He was always getting sick or getting something.
Wow. And what about...
I know where Pedro is now.
He died a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What about the servant, Lenny?
Hmm?
What about the Helen, the servant, the little baby named Lenny?
What about who?
You told me about a servant named Helen who had a baby named Lenny. Lenny, a little boy named Lenny.
What about him?
Who couldn't walk. You told me a story about a servant named Helen. You don't remember now.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, I used to go around and do that. People all the time, they were always asking me, to pray over. But I tell them, I said, I'm not performing this miracle. It's God's will. If you don't believe in God, then you don't get no miracle. So because that's what the minister told me, that when I used to tell him about these things, he used to say, well, God have something for you. So he's giving you the chance to be of care to people that don't have care. That's what he told me. So I used to always go around to I know was a lady, she had a baby, and the little baby was in the carriage and never could walk, never got up. So she used to say to me, she thought it was going to be crippled for life. So I remember this time I was there's a thing of trees around where Seventh is. And I said to her, I said, do you think maybe if I pray to God and you be good, maybe he'll heal your baby? And she says, you want to try? I said, yeah, I want to try. And I tried, and that boy walked. His name was Gerald.
Mm.
Gerald got up and walked, and was a healthy child after that. Until I came, I don't know what happened after I came here. But that lady, she thought I was God. I said, listen, none of that stuff. I'm not God. That was just the power of God that was working. It wasn't me working, it's the power in heaven. She said, yeah, that's what you mean? I said, yeah, that's what I mean. You don't do anything by yourself. Everybody has to have something to do with the Lord if they're on earth. She said, yeah. I said, yeah. That's the way the world is made. That's how babies are born. And some die, and some born, and some grow up to be men and women, and some don't. That's the way of the world.
How old were you then?
I was young. I was a little girl. But I don't know where I had the knowledge. But I was young. I must have been about 3 years old. And everybody used to come to me when they have prep problems. And Grandma Jane said, what, you think Loretta's a miracle worker? And so one lady said, yeah, she's a miracle worker. She said, so I said, how do you know? And she said, the Lord told me so. I said, oh, then after that I believe more than ever. But I used to do everything for everybody around that place. One day I remember this kid, he got pneumonia. Boy, he was on death end. I brought him back to life with God's help.
What did you do?
Huh?
What did you do?
I prayed, and he lived.
Wow.
And then, until I was coming here, he used to follow me down like a dog because I saved his life.
You know,
He was a little kid.
Master Carroll told me once that you had the power of prayer. About you. That's what he told me about you.
Yeah, that's what God gave me when all that was happening, you know. It was people that didn't have much knowledge and people that didn't have go to school, and so and in trying to teach them, I taught a lot of other people.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Bye. Okay.
Because in Jamaica, like in the servants and stuff, their kids don't go to school. My grandmother used to make them go to school. But she used to, then I used to have to help her. Because you had to help them for them to take the exam. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, most of their parents didn't know how to read or write. So, you know, I found out that I could do. Then my grandmother said, what you can do, and the Lord will bless you, because you'll be helping people that can't help themselves. And I taught all them kids and that plantation their alphabet and everything, and I think I didn't even know what I was doing myself. I used to think it was just, you know, I didn't think it was like serious.
Mm-hmm.
I was only about 5, 6 years old.
Wow.
Oh, everybody thought I was so small. Oh, shit.